Hey guys, how we doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap up. So let's go over to those charts. Yeah, so here's the 4 hour. So we regained that 9,200 level. It was looking like we were gonna regain it this morning, and that we had to make a move, and we did. We got that move, so that was nice. Got all the way up to literally almost the 9,300 level. Incidentally, we have broken this trend line and come back and back test it. So you know that I love, you know that I love a good back test. They're pretty common occurrences. But yes, we've got that back test currently on this trend line as well. Not that it will be the best drawn trend line. But yeah, we've got that, and the main thing is we are above this 9,200. We need to start. We need to obviously form a base at this level, or even push further up, and then try and make a move up to 9,400, 9,500. I do believe that will be the case. What will happen now. Now we're above this 9,200, and this morning it was looking like we were going to get above it as well. But yeah, it was going to make a move either way. Either up or down, and thankfully we went up. So yeah, so we are really looking for a move up to this 9,400, 9,500, and that will be the real big test for Bitcoin. The real big test. I mean, just getting up there in relation to this channel will be good anyway. Will be bullish for us, and that we've made it to the top of the channel again. But clearly, the channel which may coincide with this horizontal resistance when we reach this area, i.e. if we sort of move up like that, then it will be a pretty formidable resistance. But that being said, obviously it means if we break through it, we can pretty much be, well, potentially be expecting fireworks. I mean, I'd expect us to then test this level at some point after, and then if we break that, then we've obviously we're at this channel anyway. Would have broken this high, would have broken this resistance that has resisted a lot of the price action. Most of the price action we've had in this whole area has been basically under this area. So if we get back above here, get back above into the 9,800s, you've got to really be backing the breakout of this formation. And what would incidentally be a breakout, quite possibly, of this whole basically this whole formation from late 2017. So yeah, I mean, you can see there's a lot of price action up here, a lot more than we've seen at other times. So if we were going to break up, this is what we'd want to see. Price not really getting rejected down. I mean, we've got potential bullish formations in here. Obviously, we have got a descending channel, which they can often break, more often do break up to the top. We've got a potential ascending triangle. I mean, I use that a bit loosely. I mean, we've clearly got a wider range, shorter range of price action. I mean, we can't say that isn't the case. And then we've got the right volume profile on, as you can see, for the formation, tailing off. So yeah, so we have got some bullish things going on here on the macro. So I mean, it's kind of one of those things with price action now, whereas like if we do break down from here, it will look pretty obvious in hindsight, and if we do break up from here, it will look pretty obvious in hindsight. And I guess that's just the almost the definition of indecision, isn't it, really? But obviously, whilst ever we're at the top, we're high and we're consolidating for a lot of time up here, and not just these sort of like these proper V shape inverse V, obviously V the other way around. This is not what we've got going on here. So this could be very bullish. And yeah, we've got bullish formations. I mean, the only thing that is really playing on my mind, as you guys know, is this weekly Stokes. And it always seems to play out pretty well. But the weekly Stokes in itself, though, if you kind of look, all Stokes can turn over and come back up. I mean, we've not got too much price history on this, but if we go to a daily, we'll find an instant where, look, here we go, look. See, we turned, I mean, these are almost exactly what we could be potentially getting here. Let's just have a look. So yeah, we sort of turn down, look, and then we just come back up. Look, we turned down slightly and come back up, turn down slightly, come back up. That one's a bit more than slightly. Yeah, you get the point. It happens. Yeah, it happens. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to show you there. Really, is that so on this weekly? Whilst yes, it is looking like we are going to come down. Even on these lows, look, you can see here we're looking like we're turning back up, then turn down, up, down, up. I mean, and this is obviously near quite a low level, and then the same down here. We sort of traded down, up, down, up. I mean, as in the direction. So we don't necessarily just have to be a perfect curl down, but yeah. So that is the caveat I will put on that. We could easily turn back up, and then yeah, continue up and make more of a move up. So it isn't necessarily a slam dunk. Otherwise, obviously, everyone will be shorting right now, and we'll be going down already, and it will be pretty easy. I mean, it's just looking to me really. I mean, this weekly 9 as well is offering a lot of resistance. In my opinion, will be offering a lot of resistance, and we are holding up in the face of it. So I mean, and the high of that candle, I don't think it's any surprise that that was the high of this whole move up so far. And yeah, so if we take out even potentially that close, which is around here, but definitely that high, it was around 9,500. If we take out the high of this candle, then we've got some. I mean, I think that will be it. I think that will be the trigger. That will be for me the trigger for the 2020 bull run, providing it happens this year. Providing it happens, obviously within this this current formation that we're in now, this current move. And I think it could happen. I mean, like I said, a lot of it I base on, if you look at this sort of price action, look at this price action, you kind of look at the nature of it, and then look at the difference with this price action we've got here. We are consolidating at the highs of this move, and that is inherently bullish. So we have got, well, we've got a descending triangle here, and this is a weekly chart, guys, that we've got this descending channel. So this can break up. We've got this potential ascending triangle that you can almost see more clearly on a weekly. Maybe we need to move it down a little bit to get those bodies in, but this week's not over, so this week's not over, so it only has to get into the triangle, and then on a weekly scale we are going to be fully within the triangle, well, pretty much, apart from these little bits which I can adjust the triangle if I wanted to make it fit on a weekly. But yeah, so it's definitely not over, guys, and that's obviously why we haven't sold already. That's why we haven't dumped already, because it's not a slam dunk. It's not 100% game over here. Incidentally, there are also better sell levels, which would be up here. If they actually wanted to just hammer the market down, and that'd be it. And then we're going to take out 8,600. We've also got the matter of 8,600, which I think is pretty strong support, I believe. So as long as we're above there anyway, we don't really know whether we'll break up or break down, but whilst we're above here, especially mid-range, my bias would be to the upside, on the balance of everything, would be to the upside. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. For our Stokes, we'll just have a quick look at those. You can see they turned down and now they've turned back up, so that's good. That is good. 12 hours obviously making even more progress up. So if we are going to do this, if we are going to bust through this 9,400, 9,500 resistance, we've got a chance. We have got a chance. There is a strong possibility that we can do this. And there's a lot of bearish people out, a lot of bearish analysts that I've heard out there that are just turning very bearish. And I get it. We've got high, low, high, low, high, low. I mean, we are in this descending channel. I get it how it looks, especially on this sort of, well, if you call this the medium term as opposed to short term. This is probably the short term. This is the medium term, and then I guess the long term is obviously this whole formation and this well, potential bull flag we've got going on. But yeah, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking here, guys. So a bit more optimistic than usual. Obviously, I'm no doubt being helped by this. By stock markets making a move, but stock markets are in a big pennant here, you can see, and we are approaching a 4-hour 9, so we will potentially get a 4-hour 9 around this 786, and that could offer some formidable resistance. I think it will certainly offer a pullback of some sort. and then that pullback potentially could bring us down to test the top of the pennant, back test the top of the pennant, or this trend line, whatever you want to call it, which will obviously, I would think, have a way down on crypto as well, way on crypto. If we look at the 12-hour, you can see we've not really, well, we kind of break out of it, but we have got room to run on the 12-hour and the daily. And if we get out this formation, this is a big formation that isn't going to be held up much by 4-hour 9, just because it's a big larger time frame consolidation. So yeah, it may not offer us too much resistance. We may keep coming through it, but if we don't, like I said, I'd expect basically to test the trend line, get supported, and then keep going up. Nasdaq as well. Nasdaq closing on all-time highs. Nasdaq, look at this. Look at, just for you guys that watch my other videos, but look, we've got this channel drawn, and just look at that. We've got these horizontal supports level, and yeah, just look at how it's reacting. But yeah, Nasdaq, I believe it traded its highest today, which obviously was up here. It traded its highest level, so congratulations to Nasdaq. And yeah, like I said, the correlation with stocks is uncanny. It is uncanny. We've obviously been talking about it for a while, and everyone's talking about it now, but I guess everyone saw it. It's not like we saw it and they didn't. It's just that a lot of people in crypto just don't want to admit things like that. They just don't want to admit it. I mean, maybe they just don't want to just alienate some of their followers that are just die hard. Crypto good, stock market's bad, stock market's down, crypto up, sort of thing. But anyway, yeah, they're all on side now. They've all in inverted comma open their eyes. But yeah, so anyway, my point being, Nasdaq look like it's making a run for highs. We're full in this crack up boom. There was actually what was this article? Let me find you this article real quick. I'll find this for you real quick. Here we go. This is what I was talking about the other day. End of money from paper to things. This is what I was saying. Things, anything real, any asset, any commodity, real estate, just things. I mean, basically, the money is just basically worthless and going even more worthless very quickly. They're printing it like it's going out of fashion. The whole system's kaput. The deflation of basically the assets that are denominated in this currency. So basically, its value is deflating. So they're having to print more and more of the currency to then try and prop everything up. But these basically, what is really happening is obviously the currency is just basically worthless. So yeah, you need to get out of cash and into things, which cryptocurrency is things. It's got a set supply, it's got a set amount of it. I mean, whilst it's invisible, it's not really there. It's on the interweb. It is still a thing that they can't print. So you just got to get out of this. You just got to get rid of all your fiat basically, and start buying things with it, because the fiat is going down, and the value of things is going up in relation to fiat, but also probably in relation faster than in relation just to the printing they're doing, because I think people will also just be getting out of fiat full stop, that had money just held in fiat, that are then getting out of fiat into things. And it's not just a case of the things that the Fed is buying with its new fiat that it's making that's pushing things up. There will be existing fiat that is going to push things up. So yeah, so right, that's it really. I've stopped talking now. But yeah, so, and gold as well. Gold again, another one that you can look at. Gold making moves up. If we just look at this, it's making moves. Look at this. These are why they pinned that, right. The reason why they pinned down precious metal prices, gold and silver, gold particularly, silver particularly, yeah, both of them particularly, is that this going up is a direct indication of the value of what it is valued in going down. This is telling you the currency is basically trash. Because this is the real thing and it's going up against it, and this is why they don't like this thing to go up, precious metals, because they don't like competitors to their fiat money, and obviously real money such as gold, which has been real money for a long time, and fiat currencies, which every single fiat currency has basically lost practically all its value, every fiat currency ever. Yeah, so this is what they don't want you to see or know, but they're losing control of this. It is basically a managed retreat. There is a managed retreat of trying to compress this, of kind of trying to suppress these assets. But like I said, it's only a managed retreat, and they're going to push onwards and upwards, and eventually they're going to explode upwards when eventually the currency explodes downwards and we get hyperinflation. So there we go. Anyway, so yeah, right, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys in the morning.